This is going to be a different kind of video because it's going to explore a concept that was presented by one of my site visitors. And the young man posed an interesting question, and I thought, we should really talk about this concept that he's presenting and see, what other people thought about it. So, anyway, this is the deal. He posted under some, I don't remember which video it was, a note to me. It was more of a personal note, and saying that he'd been listening to the videos and wanted to ask me a question. So I'm going to read to you what he said because I understand now that there are a lot of listeners who don't look at the slides. They have it on in the background while they're doing something else. So I'm going to read it to you. So the young man says, Deborah, you seem like a woman who expects a certain kind of treatment from a man when you're dating. I would think mainly good. We know what men want from women, sex. So my question for you is, I was wondering, just out of curiosity, if you have like a briefing with the man on how to deal or act or conduct themselves with you before you go out in public. The reason why I ask is that I fear a man would be set up to fail in some way in getting along with you if he might say or make an advance that would be deemed out of line. He might not know your playbook, kind of, sort of, to speak. Meaning, you know what he wants, but you're going to watch him die a slow death trying to get in on some kind of good side with you. I believe if a man doesn't know you personally, he would be doomed in your world with maybe a slight exception for someone who's very attractive or, you deem to be your type. If at first y'all just meet, a man would probably be nice and inviting to a woman in the hopes that he gets that treatment back, in the hopes that he gets liked back, assuming that he approached you. We men love women, but don't know if we are loved back a lot initially and especially during first encounters. You may think it's game or insecurity, but we all have some and or suffer from some. I think you are so fine and sweet but have seen and gone through life's ills, so I respect you regardless of whether I'm right or wrong. I just really like you and would like to chat with you sister to brother style if possible, something along the lines of what you and Dr. Boyce Watkins have done. You are the type of woman to me that can really love a man and the man can have fun with if he could break the ice. Love, peace, and respect always. Now, the only reason I'm even going to address it is because his note was he posed some very good questions and he did it in a very respectful, courteous manner. So I really have no reason to not respond to him, unlike some of the knuckleheads that roll through my channel. So this was posted quite a while ago, though, and I'm just really getting back to it, but so I have to kind of apologize for that. But I thought his question was an interesting one, and kind of applying it to the broad scope of male-female relationships. If women did that, would things turn out better? I mean, is that what these guys are really missing? The ones who complain about women not wanting them? Do they need a playbook? Would that help? On one respect, on one hand, I can say, well, it might, because there's a lot of guys who obviously don't know what to do. On the other hand, if they just listened to the complaints that women have and then didn't do those things, they should be okay. Now, I admit I'm tough, probably tougher than most, because I'm here in a position where I'm teaching other people what to watch out for in the games that are out here, in the singles world. So I'm going to be different in a certain respect. However, I think if a guy really wanted to date me and he took a little bit of time to, maybe listen to some of the things I said, or to just during some pertinent, conversations that we would have before we went out, I would hope, to ask pertinent questions, then he would already know what my expectations were. I would also like to think, because, I'm not usually dating guys too much younger, under than 40 years old. So, you around 40 and you don't know how to act yet, I can't help you. There's nothing, no amount of instruction guide, Cliff's notes, ebooks, long email. I mean, I'm not going to do that for you. I'm not going to help you to that extent. If you ask me a question, I will give you an answer. But like, am I going to hand out, pamphlets on, this is what you say, this is what you don't say, this is what you do, this is what you don't do? I mean, that's not going to happen. I mean, if you're a dude who's really interested in a woman, and I'm not just talking about myself, you're really interested in a woman and you're talking to her, that's the point. That's what you're supposed to be doing, is getting to know her, asking questions to get to know her personality, her likes, her dislikes, what it is she's looking for, things maybe that have hurt her in the past, or what excites her about life or work or her hobbies and interests. I mean, you can get a really good idea about what a woman is all about and what her expectations are of your behavior and language if you just freaking pay attention when she's talking to you. So many guys don't. I mean, they too busy thinking about what they're going to say in response to shoot her down or manipulate her in, getting their way. And that is a real problem in many, many relationships. With me, and since he asked me, I'm gonna say yes, I am a lot of fun. I mean, you can get a kind of a sense of my humor and how I think and this crazy shit that comes out of my mouth by listening to the videos. Well, just imagine if I'm on a social event and I'm doing that same kind of thing. I mean, I always have a lot of people laughing and we have a good time when we hang out. However, my attention span for bullshit is like minuscule. So, disrespect, you ask me some off the wall, fucked up, stupid ass questions. You take me out on a date and then expect me to pay. I mean, all this kind of stuff. See, to me, you're not treating me with the respect and the courtesy that I deserve. If you have that kind of mindset, I am not the woman for you. And I'm not going to begrudge you. I'm not going to hate on you. I'm not going to call you names and all that. I'm just letting you know you need to go find somebody else, because that's not me. I'm not going to change who I am to make you, to appease you. I mean, you the one that approached me. So the one who might need to change and get with me is you. You the one who was interested. I'm just responding to your interest. And I have to admit, I'm a pretty self-absorbed person, so I don't really go around checking out dudes too much. I see him and say, "Oh, he's nice. He got a nice beard. He got a nice mouth, some pretty teeth, or whatever." And then I'm on, about my business. So if you want to get my attention for a conversation, for a date, for some ass, for marriage, I mean, whatever it is your goal is, that's going to be on you. You're going to have to do all the work by yourself. I'm not going to help you. And I think that's one of the things that's been coming across in the comment section from women. There are a lot of women who do think that they need to help men, not only help them, financially and physically with whatever they're trying to do, but with like answering for them, giving them like multiple choice responses to questions. Well, do you want this, or this? Like he's three, stuff like that. I'm not going to do all that work, and I'm not going to give you any Cliff's notes, and I'm not going to give you nothing that's going to give you a leg up on how to get to me. I'm just not going to do that. If anything, I'm going to put some hurdles up to make you jump over them, because I want to see how strong your conviction is about wanting to get with me. And I'm also going to, I need to test you. And I will tell you that. I do need to test you. I mean, and I think anyone with any sense would test me in these days. Everybody got some smooth rap and some game. And they all got something going on. I mean, whether it's a manipulation thing or whether they're angry at women and they're trying to take it out on you. I mean, there's all kind of issues with different men out here, and you need to be aware of them. That's why I say always take your time, ask questions, have some good deep conversations with these dudes. But in this instance, I think what he's expressing, what I think a lot of guys have, which is, their anxiety. I mean, they like you, they want to spend time with you, but they're scared to fuck it up. They're scared to mess up and then ruin their chances. So some guys will like not even approach at all, because in their mind they're already a failure. So they never even get in the game. So at least this young man, he put his interest out there. I unfortunately I just forgot about it. I mean, I didn't even respond back until now. And it's the kind of thing, like, the way that he did it was very courteous, very respectful, very honorable. There was be nothing there with my hair trigger to piss me off. And that's the main thing he did. I mean, he already made it through cut one, because cut one is you say some off the wall shit, see, then I'm done. I don't feel like being bothered. And once I'm turned off, it's like a light switch. a breaker. It's done until you replace the little thing there, the little whatever that little thing is called. And my mind went blank right now, but you know what I'm talking about. And I just don't give people second chances when you come in with some bullshit. I don't have time. I'm not into the fixing bullshit niggas game. I'm not Nurse Ratchet or what nothing. I'm not gonna help you. I'm not gonna fix you. I'm not gonna work with you. I'm not gonna do none of that. You come in the door with your tightest game, your best behavior, and then you think about what you say to me before you say it, and you make sure that you do what you tell me you're gonna do, and then we're good. I'm pretty easy to get along with, actually. I don't have a, because I'm very self-sufficient, and I don't need a lot. I don't need a lot of babysitting and hand holding. I'm not that kind of woman. But if you tell me you're gonna do something, goddamn it, your ass better come through. Cause that's the number one thing that I hate is flaky ass niggas, and I will dump you so fast your head will spin. So it was, but all in all, this was a very interesting thing. And I thought about, the notes about, how much women should tell men beforehand. What kind of clues should we give them? Are we obligated to do that? Or should the work be on them? I think the work should be on them. I don't think we should go have a litany of explanations and information that we share for them to make it easy for them to get to us. I mean, the whole thing is that you're supposed to be having a high value on yourself, and to think about the wonderfulness that you will bring to a man and augment his life, make his life happier, easier, better, more joyful, provide him with more relaxation and peace of mind, all the things that a good relationship and a good woman bring to a man's world. He has to honor that, and he has to respect that, and he has to put a high value on it. So you giving him the tools to get those things from you without putting in the work to really make it happen himself, that is the antithesis to a good relationship. That's not the way to handle it. So I respect his question, and now I have answered it. So there will be no how to get to Deb books A to Z. You just figure it out on your own. Okay. I'll be back probably later tonight or tomorrow or something, I don't know, with another video discussing another thing that's come up on my channel that I want to kind of take a look at over this weekend before we get back to the serious stuff. Talk to you guys later. Deb Cooper from survivingdating.com signing out.